Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with Maureen today. And we're here to talk a lot about Sandals and beaches and Air Canada Vacations and the partnership. So there's so much going on. We've had such a fantastic year ending 2019 and with our partnership on both ends, just successful. 2020 is looking phenomenal. So it kind of goes into this theme of Sandals strong.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about it.
It's really great to be here again, getting to really love this setting. So for sure, we really have had an incredible year. There's been so much that happened. As you know, we had Hurricane Dorian, which always is a challenge when you're in the Caribbean. Hurricanes do happen. But we're happy to say that we're ending stronger than ever in Bahamas. Both of our resorts were perfectly spared. All the staff, all the facilities nothing was damaged. And we're ending strong. What we want to do is just make sure that we continue to encourage the travel agents to book Bahamas. Because as you know, in these Caribbean islands where tourism is probably sometimes number one income earner for the Caribbean islands, it's always good to make sure that we're turning those tourism dollars. And as our deputy chairman just recently said, the best way to support Bahamas and keep the economy going is to sell Bahamas. I know I only have 2 resorts, but I know ACV has a host of product in the Bahamas, and we're not being selfish, never ever. So we're encouraging all our agents to just sell Bahamas because that's what it's all about, keeping it strong.
Absolutely. And there's so much to do, of course, in the Bahamas. And thanks for saying that, because when, Hurricane Dorian happened, we had so many people that were just the miscommunication of what had been affected. They thought the devastation of the entire island. Sandals and Beaches came out very strong with the message with regards to your properties.
Yes.
And just kind of saying where it was affected. But there's so much to do in the Bahamas. There's just so much where the Canadians can go. You've got a 3-hour flight, pretty much on the Air Canada Vacation side.
Yes,
Wherever
yes.
there's a Sandals Beaches property, guess
Absolutely.
what? An aircraft of Air Canada ends up there somehow, and it's just the partnership. But what do you love about just the Bahamas in general that the consumers just need
The
to be aware?
Bahamas is, I think, the waters of the Bahamas. The first time I landed in Great Exuma, I've never seen water like that in my life. Yes, Jamaica, don't get upset with me, I'm Jamaican. But absolutely, the waters in the Bahamas are absolutely stunning. And again, just going back to ACV, when we opened that resort in Great Exuma, it was a no-brainer. We were there, and the next minute ACV, Air Canada, was flying in just right on our heels. So that's really supports the partnership that we have with Air Canada Vacations. It's second to none. And we continue to embrace that and love that. And the partnership, I think, is solid throughout our entire chain, all the way from the top to the front lines. But Bahamas is really special for us. The waters of the Great Exuma, I think if you've never been, you need to go. And you can get there with ACV year-round. And of course, we would love if you stayed with us at Sandals Emerald Bay or Sandals Royal Bahamian. But again, the product is open and ready to welcome all guests to all destinations in the Bahamas.
Yes. And talking about beaches, I was just honored and privileged to be at Turks and Caicos.
Yes, you were. And what did you find special about Turks
my
and Caicos?
gosh.
Not just beaches, Turks and Caicos,
Yes.
but what was special for you
Beaches,
about
Turks
Turks?
and Caicos was fantastic. 21 restaurants, which I couldn't even believe. I don't think I've ever been somewhere that had that much selection of food. But I was reading up on it a little bit, and Grace Bay and their beaches and being voted #1 on TripAdvisor. I was just floored. The experience in itself and the Bahamas' beautiful water and Turks and Caicos was absolutely the same thing. And I was just floored.
It was your first time there, right?
It was
But
my
I know it
first
won't be the
time.
last.
No, it's like addicted now.
Yeah,
but
it gets into your blood. Beaches, we're happy to say that, everyone knows beaches close for 6 weeks in the fall. But I want to make sure that the entire travel industry knows that Beaches, Turks and Caicos is open for business. We're open. We do not have any closure dates pending or otherwise. It is a fantastic product. I mean, we just hosted a major conference there last weekend, and the agents were totally bowled over because a lot of them have never, maybe 60% of them had never been to Turks and Caicos. 60% of them have been to beaches. So again, it was an amazing experience. The island is open. It's gorgeous island. It's 11 minutes from the airport to the resort. And the waters, again, they probably rival the Bahamas a little bit. But again, it's amazing. The hotel is open and we're ready for business. But also, we want to also mention that from all the cities, you can get flights there from Ottawa,
Yes.
from Montreal, from Toronto. If I'm not sure, you're almost 7-day service into Turks and Caicos. So it's amazing.
Yes.
Be ready to go.
And we've got our 63 connectors across Canada.
Yes.
So pretty much wherever you are, we could pretty much get you there. But the one thing I found that was so interesting while I was in Turks, and I didn't really think about it, I know it's a fantastic resort for families, of course, but I saw different types of things. There was couples there were conferences, of course, we were there as well. And I realized how well organized even the conferences were, because we do a lot of course, we do a lot of groups with you guys, and we have so many different perks that we have available, whether it's the flying free, the room free. It really is something different for everybody.
It is. And I guess that's one of the things that unique about our product, both Sandals and Beaches, is that people see the brand and they think couples only. And they see Beaches and they think, oh my God, Sesame Street and families. But we really love groups. We have groups year round. We just hosted, I think, I said about 300 people. We hosted Seamless. I mean, most of the guests were coming up, oh, what's going on here? They probably thought it was a private reception or something. So we host groups seamlessly, as you talked about the specials that we have. We have the 6th room free. We have 12th room free, depending on the time of year.
That's right.
And of course, Air Canada Vacations always comes to the table and match whatever specials we have. But we also have 6, 7, 8, 9%, and I know it's confusing. It's like our room categories. But again, the dates, the dates are out. It's for 10 rooms or more. So outside of the 6 and the 12, we also have this escalating percentage for 10 rooms or more, depending on what time of the year. So we do recognize that groups are so important for ACV as well as for Sandals and Beaches. And our product is ideally suited for that. Some hotels are better suited for large groups, but at every single hotel, we can host a small group, a wedding group, a social group. And, those are the trends. And we have to make sure that we have the product that cater to those trends.
And the one thing I have to completely admire of what you do is you're out there always training our partners, our travel agent partners. So as you know, a lot and confusing sometimes room categories can get and all the offers, it's always great just to kind of see you all over the place nationally across Canada. Of course, partnered always with Air Canada Vacations. And we go through all of the promotions that we have, because we have always, and that's one thing I notice is that Air Canada Vacations is always supporting Sandals and Beaches with so many promotions on the market.
And that's one of the things that we have never come to ACV with an idea or a thought that you guys did not run with. And sometimes you actually improve it for us, because we have these great grandiose ideas that sometimes we have to be taken down a little bit. We have to come down to earth a little bit. But as you talk about our room categories, just a little bit of anecdotal points that our chairman says he deliberately makes the room categories confusing because it forces the client to go to the travel agent because they can't figure it out on their own.
That's brilliant.
So that's one of the reasons. So you got it from me, it's fact.
I like that. I'm gonna use that.
As you talk about our training, we've just launched what we call our Earn Your Stars campaign. And that really speaks, it's not new. It's really just us defining what the Sandals differences are. So we're saying we're 5-star luxury included. We're the Caribbean's only 5-star luxury included resort. And we rest that on some foundational pillars, such as quality, luxury, innovation, service, and trust. And all of those things, we speak to what those things mean to the travel agent. But most importantly, what we're focused on is the quality and the level of innovations. We have been innovators. People talk about Sandals and what we have so many firsts. When our chairman started, we were the first to have swimming pool bars, first to offer multiple restaurants. So it was no longer just buffet. And we've moved to a 2020 era where we're talking about over-the-water luxury suites. We're talking about bowling alleys on resorts. We're talking about innovative beer bars. And, Air Canada Vacations, I know, and Air Canada has similar innovations. So, we're partnered. Our clients are mutual.
So for me, I think the reminder for our agent partners is you got to remember everywhere that there's a Sandals and Beaches, ACV pretty much, or actually does fly there.
Absolutely.
And our 63 connectors across Canada, so it doesn't matter where you are. So that's my tip. What's your last tip?
My last tip is Sandals Strong, how you earn your stars, how we earn our stars. We're here for you. It's a partnership. We build our company on the pillars, as I said, of quality, luxury, innovation. But most importantly, we want to make sure that the travel agents know that they can trust us. They can not only trust the Sandals ACV partnership, but they can trust in the service and the quality of the team that is here in Canada to make sure that when they send their clients to the Caribbean, that, as we say, it's a wrap.
Absolutely. That was amazing. It was so much fun sitting with you. We got to end off with our little heart. Little heart, we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you guys. Thank you.